In this episode of On Two Wheels, anti-gravity tires, self-driving motorcycles, and a huge f***ing cliff. This is Bikes Towing Bikes in the American Southwest.
Hey guys, welcome to another episode of On Two Wheels. Now, we've been doing this show for a while and we figured it's probably about time we rode some dirt bikes.
Yeah, and as you probably noticed, these two bikes behind us, not dirt bikes. They are, however, towing dirt bikes.
Yeah. While most sane people, when they want to ride trails or moto, they put their bike on a trailer, pull that behind a truck, or put their bike right in the back of the truck. That's not our style. That's not how we do it on Two Wheels. So we came up with quite possibly our best idea yet.
Yeah, or our worst idea yet, depending on how it turns out. The goal is Utah. Tell the viewers, how you getting there, Ari?
Well, taking up these two parking spots is the Kawasaki Voyager 1700. This is 900 pounds of Japanese American style touring. I got a big old V-twin, which is gonna be towing 230 pounds of KX250F motocrosser, which I would like to point out, I don't really know how to ride.
Yeah, you'll be fine,
We'll
I'm
figure
sure.
it out.
Yeah.
What are you riding, Zach?
I'm glad you asked. In the red corner, Honda's venerable Goldwing. That's 1,832 cc's of flat six power, adjustable everything, more buttons than a NASA module. And behind it, Honda's CRF250X, which I also don't know how to ride. So, dirt bikes, hopefully. Touring, probably.
Yeah.
Adventure, certainly.
Yes. So, Utah or bust.
All right, see if we can manage this. I'm gonna go first, all right? Don't hit me.
Okay, I'll try not to hit you. God, that's a good looking rig.
Nothing like jumping into the deep end of the pool to learn how to swim, or in this case, merging onto the 5 freeway headed north.
Truth is, Kawasaki and Honda would never condone this kind of crap. I mean, look at it. You got extra weight, you got extra wheels, there's a lot that could go wrong. Especially when it's a $200 homemade Harbor Freight trailer that you put together with your idiot friend.
But as it turns out, riding with this setup wasn't nearly as terrifying as we thought. The bikes have plenty of motor to pull the load, so you just turn with caution, brake early, and ultimately, you just gotta relax and cruise.
Still, steering these rigs required some concentration, which isn't always easy when temperatures are hitting triple digits.
Well, my clothes have nearly dried from the
Sweat dousing they received while sitting in traffic, but pretty sure I'll soak them again soon. Seeing as the big thermometer says it's 106 degrees.
Pleasant temperature to just be kind of outside and in nature. My traveling companion's very patient. He doesn't mind sitting around or waiting if I have to take a minute to...
I'm gonna tear your head off if we don't get on the bike for the next 30 seconds.
Ari was being irritable, and it's probably because I was riding the Goldwing. There's a reason the G-Wing has been the benchmark for touring bikes since before we were born. The seat is wide and comfortable, the windshield is tall, and the engine is as smooth as a caramel milkshake.
In spite of what Zach may think, Kawasaki's Vulcan is a sweet slice of hot metal. Cruise control and a crankin' sound system made the miles slide by. Although, I'll admit, my legs were straight roasting next to the cylinders of that big V-twin. Luckily, after teetering through traffic, detouring to see some landmarks, and sweating it out across the desert, we finally rolled into Sin City. Perhaps the one place on Earth with stranger sights than bikes on bikes.
Here it is, man. We're at the center of the strip. It's been a nice day riding.
This is basically our last taste of civilization, as corrupt and greedy as the civilization is, before we get out in the desert and we're kind of on our own.
Yeah, absolutely. And also, you know, Vegas isn't my favorite place, but it's a good landmark to hit. This is pretty cool, cruising through here at dusk with all the lights coming on and stuff.
Totally, man. It's been a good day, long day in the saddle, but I've certainly enjoyed it, and I'm definitely looking forward to riding some dirt bikes tomorrow.
Yeah, we only got a couple hours to bomb across the desert, find our campsite, and tomorrow we'll be ripping around the dirt. It's gonna be sweet.
So we got in late last night and we had to set up camp in the dark, so we didn't really get to see where we were. But I woke up this morning and man, this place is gorgeous. So Zach's still sleeping. I'm gonna go rattle his cage and see if I can't get him up. Zachary.
What?
Time to go ride, man. Phase 1 of our adventure complete. We successfully made it all the way to Utah. Now, phase 2, unload these things and rip around.
Yeah, all right. I'm in like phase 1.5 right now. Okay.
Let's unload these things, man. I'm excited to ride. Lasers or rainbow?
Lasers.
All right, as long as you're confident.
Dirt bikes are awesome. They're light, they're nimble, they're kind of everything a cruiser isn't. Ari and I have not spent much time off-road, and we both have zero experience in deep sand. But if we've picked up one thing over the years, it's that you learn a lot from making mistakes.
Saw that coming. This is hard.
So, crashing isn't always fun, but being in a place like Sand Hollow makes it hard to complain. The terrain in Utah is epic. Huge dunes to jump, rocks to crawl over, and luckily, there's even the occasional tree to hide under.
Oh man, that breeze feels good. I think we found the only shade for quite a ways around. Yeah, it's serious proper desert out here. Except for that little guy. He's doing good work too.
Yeah.
But either way, it's freaking beautiful, and I think we should go see more of it.
Yeah, man. Cliffs are supposed to be just up the hill.
Yeah, only way to stay cool is to keep the air flowing. Word.
The more we rode, the more comfortable we got. Sometimes maybe too comfortable.
Oh man, yeah, that's a long way down. I'm not one for heights.
But man, talk about scenery. The Utah desert really does have a special appeal, and it's the kind of appeal that is obviously best enjoyed with friends and with motorcycles.
Man, this is so much fun!
I know, dude, this is so rad. Why don't we do this more often? I don't remember.
I do not
So
know,
sick.
but man, it's just so much fun, and it's so much more enjoyable on bikes that are like meant to go off-road.
Yeah, truth. Well, I mean, KX250F, not really a trail riding bike, but
No, you're right. I mean, it's a motocross bike. It's made for blasting berms, made for hitting jumps.
Yeah.
But still, it's doing it for me, man.
yeah, I mean, I think all that top-end power is probably good on the dunes.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It's a little bit difficult to manage. This thing's got a light switch throttle, but you're on CRF250X. That is a dedicated trail bike, basically made for doing exactly this.
Yep, and it feels like it's made for doing exactly this. I mean, it's awesome. Little headlight, little taillight, soft suspension,
Yep.
pretty soft state of tuning. The engine not nearly as vicious as that thing, but like plenty of power. You can lift the front wheel, way more agile than a CRF250L. It's
Totally.
awesome. I dig this thing.
I mean, our goal was to come out here and explore this park, and we've been told that it extends all the way to some Red Rock Cliffs.
Yes, quintessential Utah. We need to get there, man.
Yeah, and while it feels like this has been a success, we can't call it a success until we get to the cliffs.
Agreed.
Now we can call this trip a success.
Yes, word. I mean, this is the Utah we had in mind when we set out. This is freaking epic.
Absolutely. I mean, we left Orange County on a drizzly day with our touring bikes, our trailers, and our dirt bikes. We had an incredible road trip, rode through landmarks, incredible different terrain, and then we got to ride this stuff all day. I mean, just the best off-roading I've ever done.
Yeah, it's so cool. Dunes, slick rock, and everything in between. But I think what we were saying earlier is kind of the crux of this project, which is that we've been riding our whole lives, and we just discovered that you can put one bike behind another bike and tow it somewhere. The fact that you can do it opens up this whole new chapter of motorcycling. I mean, track days, flat track trials, you can tow one bike behind another bike, ADV bike sport tours, it's incredible.
Say what you will about the bikes we rode here or the bikes we rode once we got here, but the fact is we did it all on motorcycles.
Yep, 2-wheel tours, 2-wheel trailers, 2-wheel dirt bikes, 6 divided by 3 equals 2.
It's all good. So that's it for this episode on Two Wheels. Hope you enjoyed this adventure as much as we did, and we'll see you next time. So here at On Two Wheels, we have massive budget. So we hired a German engineering team to develop these trailers for us to tow our bikes behind. We've got a 40 by 48 inch deck with some plywood on it. Looks like it's a 3/4 inch ply. That's good, strong stuff. We got high stability. I think this is actually tuned flex. It's part of the suspension system. So it really helps the things cruise down the road real smooth.
Registering 107, so I think I'll turn off my heated seat now.
No wonder your ass is hot.
Hey, my ass is always hot. The homophobe that commented on the last episode is gonna love that one.